You guys, I'm just going to run this video for 10 minutes and let this picture sit here. Ha ha! The mad genius himself, Mr. Adam AA Aron. What a move today. I know everybody that has clicked on this video knows exactly what we're going to talk about, and that is the 500 million shares are off the table. I'm going to give you guys my opinion on that in a second. I think this man here has set this whole thing up. I think this man was 5-10 steps ahead of everyone else in the game. Ha! I love it. Anyway, you guys, here we are. Stock Swinger. Thank you tons again. Likes, comments, shares, and all that good stuff I say in the beginning of every video. But let's get to it. Okay, you guys. As we know, this, I'm sure all you guys have seen this here. I'll pop a link in the bottom just in case you did not see this here. But this is the proxy statement on the meeting to be held on May 4th, 2021. It is off the table, completely gonzo, done, over with. My opinion on this whole thing is Adam Aron is, and I'm not saying this because I hold AMC and we want this to squeeze and we all want to be millionaires and all that. Over the past, 3 months of this, I've spent a lot of time in stocks that are in my retirement portfolio or stocks that I've researched on and maybe bought in slowly or held for years and years and years. But this guy and what he's done with this company to save it, he saved it a few years ago. The share issuance, the 43 million shares that we'll get to in a second. But I think he's played everyone in this. What I think has gone on is by setting up this meeting, the share recount, all of that good stuff, these hedgies have been doubling, tripling, quadrupling, doing everything, shorting, firing bullet after bullet after bullet. I think, this is my opinion, okay? I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm sure some of you think this. Maybe some of you, this is the first time you've heard this, or maybe you think it's BS. But in my opinion, I think this whole thing was set up. I honest to God do. Now, after all of this here, the other big piece of news is that these other 43 million, a lot of people are going, okay, gosh, they're going to dump these in there and, one time or in the next couple weeks here. No, this is a shelf offering, which I think that if I'm correct on this, they have 3 years to put these back in. The main key takeaway from this that I got is that they put these three groups, the Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, and B. Riley, in charge of these 43 million shares, right? And they're going to receive 2.5% commission on these 43 million, right? So my thinking is, and I'm sure you guys have heard this, but I thought about this within the first 10 minutes of hearing that these 500 million were off the table, is that these guys are in charge of these shares. The more money, the more higher they go, the more commission they're going to make. These guys are huge companies that have the ability and the power to drive this price up. So I think this is beyond monstrous news. I really honestly do. I mean, every day it just gets better and better and better. I'm waiting and crossing my fingers and toes, and I don't want to say too much, and gosh, am I going to jinx this? Blah. I don't think so. I'm one dude, right? I'm optimistic. I'm happy. I want it to squeeze everything, right? But I think this is a very, very good piece of news. And I don't know what to think anymore. By no means am I an expert in this field, but I mean, this is bullish, and the positivity and the data, the everything. I just don't see how this cannot squeeze. I don't. You guys leave me a comment if you can tell me any piece of negative. I know we're all for AMC. I know we want it to squeeze, but how can it not? I could do a backflip right now off of my, I'm sitting in my back laundry room area doing this thing. If I get up on the washer and dryer and do a backflip, I'll probably hurt myself. But anyway, guys, I am pumped. I really, honest to God, am. As we know, let's take a peek at this here. Nothing. It's been a week. Zero there. Still heavily shorted today, 19%. Volume at 51 million. Almost 10 million shorted, 19%. right? This is AMC. GameStop, you guys, I'm only going to maybe show this information on GameStop. I won't even put the GameStop in the header because I want to make this mainly about AMC. I want to show another little Jim Cramer bit too that could be towards AMC or GME too. I'm sorry. But again, over here to GME, 26% shorted, 8.9 million, 2.2 short volume, couple 100,000 left there, and interest rate 1%, right? So those are those two. This here, this is today's action here, right? You want to talk about shorting. These are ETFs all shorted right here. AMC, PEJ, IWN, SCHA, IAWM, FNDA, UWM, and VTWV. But look at this here. Shorted, 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 and shorted. You get the picture. We get the idea, right? A couple other things, you guys. I'm just tickled pink. I don't think we need much to cover. I don't want to make this a super long video on this. I found this one here pretty cool. This is a couple minutes on volume versus liquidity by these fine folks over here at IEX. Take a quick listen to this and then a couple more things and we'll wrap this one up. I have to get a couple hours of sleep. My sleep's so jacked. Gosh, I wish it wasn't. Then I got to get up for some pre-market action. So listen to this real quick, you guys. Very, very interesting.
A big topic that's often talked about is volume versus liquidity. You're sitting at your screen, you see volume on Bloomberg, you want to participate. What do? You end up chasing your order. You cause more impact. What does volume versus liquidity mean anyway? I always try to explain it with a simple kind of analogy that says, if there's a buyer of 10,000 shares and a seller of 10,000 shares of the same stock, and there's one trading venue, both of them come to this trading venue and trade, and 10,000 shares trades. However, let's say there's two venues, which means that there are times when the buyer of 10,000 shares is in venue 1 and the seller of 10,000 shares is in venue 2. They're not going to trade. And this is where it's necessary for a middleman, it's a high-speed trader, it's a broker, someone comes in and sells in venue 1 to the buyer and buys in venue 2 from the seller. And ultimately, 10,000 shares now trades in both places, but that creates 20,000 shares of volume. So you have to ask yourself, did the liquidity in the market actually change? Because there's still really one fundamental person who wants to buy and one fundamental person who wants to sell. I'd say the volume's 20,000, but the liquidity really was still 10,000. So that's two venues. Think about 13 exchanges and 44 dark pools or alternative trading systems. There's 57 places to trade. The chance that a buyer and seller are in the same place at the same time has probably never been smaller in the market. One of the dangers of having so much kind of manufactured volume in the market is it creates a lot of noise. And people see volume trading in a stock and automatically want to chase that volume. A fundamental understanding is that as your participation rate increases, so does your slippage, which makes sense because if I'm forcing 10% or 20% or 30% of the volume, that means I'm crossing the spread a lot, I'm dislocating the stock, I'm being aggressive, and I'm pushing it out there. And the reason why is that if you're forcing a participation rate, you're interacting with some liquidity, but also a bunch of volume. So one alternative way to think about participation rate is to say, if there's something there, I'll participate, but if there's nothing there, I won't force it. Part of the success we've had at IEX is by being a place that buyers and sellers trust as a place where they can come together and aggregate on fair terms. If you think of IEX, the slippage characteristics, whether you're participating at 5% of the volume or at 50% of the volume, the slippage characteristics on IEX are shockingly similar. So trading on IEX allows you to trade with the natural liquidity that shows up here on a daily basis.
Yeah, I found that pretty interesting there. I'll pop that link into there too. A couple other things before we get out of here, you guys. This one here, we don't need to play this. I'm going to pop a link in here to Twitter. This is for the Apes Together Strong documentary. This is about a 2-minute little quick video of the clip. Let's get this out there. Let's get this thing going. Some more eyeballs on this. Retweet it. I'm going to retweet it here if I can ever figure my dang Twitter out. I noticed I picked up a couple followers. You guys bear with me on that. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know, I really don't with this damn tweeter or Twitter or whatever the hell it's called. So I'm going to pop this in the link. Let's blast this out of here for our boys. Let's get that documentary rocking and the word out there, okay? One other thing, too. This here, we got to touch in on Kramer, but look at this guy. Did you guys see this here this morning? Look at this really quick, and then we're going to get out of here.
Engaged with you over, I think, a whole day. And I think in your words, how worthless has this place become? Is that a part of it?
Yeah. I mean, the only person I didn't block was someone who had a cat picture. It's all these diamond, whatever. You know, they just will do anything to derail. You know, he's fire him. He's too fat. I don't like that one at all. I've been working out like a demon. You know, he's an idiot. I don't know. I went to Harvard to get stupid, and then I went to Harvard Law to get stupid. He's obviously stupid. How many times can I be called stupid before I start to, you know what? This bothers me. Even someone with thick skin has to sit there and say, you know, I'm a crook, I'm a hedge fund dupe, I am a toady. I mean, enough already. Grow up.
Well, you might want to just get off the platform. Now, I want to let you know this is a safe space for you. You know that.
Safe
There's
space.
nothing but love here for you.
Safe. This
Nothing.
is a safe. There's safe text. We're not going to read things.
Right here, and also
But
even
Carl
extending out.
identifies. I am done. I mean, I'm the guy who likes to respond to people.
I know, but you just can't. You can't
No,
let
but if
those
the
people
whole,
get you down.
if this
I get it.
9 million people of this Wall Street bets decide that that I hate Aron, okay, which I don't. I love him. I've known him went to Abington High, which is our rival, was from Springfield. If they all decide, David, that I have offered so many solutions for GameStop. I have offered the Bitcoin solution. 5,000 of these stores should be turned into places to be able to buy crypto, even Dogecoin, and then take over the ends of the dark areas of the mall and open up giant gaming facilities, and the winners get paid in Bitcoin. And no. Yeah, they raised $550 million. Do I get any credit? No. I am a hedge fund toady and stool. I'm a steward. I'm not happy.
I understand that, but you just can't let them get you down. You just can't. You just can't.
No, you're right.
And just can't. Listen, by the way, I can only imagine. I hope I said this.
Our boy Jimmy is going to have a stroke. Boy. Okay, guys, I wanted to play those little quick thingies here. Talk about what the gangster news today on the Aron, our king ape himself. Outstanding. You guys, I don't think there's much to report on. We know what's going on. We've known what's going on. It gets better and better. They keep shorting, firing down. In my opinion, think, and I can't quit talking about it or saying it, is Adam set this whole thing up. This is my opinion, guys. I can't prove anything. But the man is a genius. He does not like to lose, and he doesn't want to see his company go bankrupt. And he has watched for years his company get shorted and shorted and shorted. This last one, they tried to bankrupt him, and guess what? It frickin' backfired. Okay, you guys, thanks a ton. Everything, you guys. If you can like and comment, I appreciate everything. Leave me some more comments. I got back to a ton more today. And that's it. Let's get some sleep tonight. Let's get up and go stock market. But on the way out, let's play a little tiny 30-second clip here to our boy and our other boy, Trey. Watch Adam, and I'll leave you with this, you guys. Have a good night. Get some rest. God bless. Go AMC.
I'm going to try one more, though.
Go ahead.
You said, what do I say to those people who are betting against us?
100%.
I'm going to say three simple things. I don't think it's a good idea to bet against movie theaters. And I certainly don't think it's a good idea to bet against AMC. And I'd like to think it's not a good idea to bet against Aron either.